Hey guys, Lou Babu back here with episode 26 of our Hearts of Iron 3 Let's Play Germany. We're just getting back. I was moving a bunch of my forces over to the west here and we were going to take over Denmark. But we're actually going to change that now. We're going to go after France right away. That's something he did in his post and I know why. It's due to the IC. You want to get this IC as fast as possible to help build your army up to go and fight the Soviets. After that we're going to go and take these countries here. The Soviet Union will annex Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. So if you look at the reason he took Sweden, it's usually due to some infrastructure building that you can do. As soon as you take these whole two countries, you can actually start building infrastructure to some of these ports here and also supply them with convoys. There's also air bases here that we can use, and since they take these lands, these are really close for us to start initiating bombing runs and having some heavy transports supply our units that are getting low. Up here he actually has a force in 1941. This is the North group that he talks about in the post, and this force is set up here, and as soon as we go to war we are allowed to transverse Finland. I think he either has them in the Axis. I don't think he has them in the Axis, but he's allowed to at least transverse their lands. And he built some air bases here and has support up there to fight the Soviets on this front here. Off camera, I was looking at our possibility to invite faction. I saw Persia, and I was wondering whether or not I should do it. I mean, it's got some nice frontage on the Soviets, but he doesn't do it, and I'm going to follow with that. As far as the Spanish state question, I think I'm going to take it. I like the fact of having Gibraltar. It's going to take us a little bit of time to do, but I like to have it. I actually went into my diplomacy and started influencing them. But I'm going to stop that because, well, as soon as I can. But they are moving towards me now. Spanish state is mostly drifting towards Axis with a value of 16.84. But I think it's going to take too long, and I just don't want to have to worry about them. And I also want Gibraltar pretty bad, because I know that the English actually control this. So if you look at Gibraltar itself, it's United Kingdom's territory as far as the game's concerned. And you cannot pass ships. I think you can pass subs through, but you cannot pass ships through here. So it's not the end of the world. I mean, hopefully Italy does okay. But it's just going to be nice to be able to have control over this inlet here to the Mediterranean. So I'm going to start up a little bit here. We'll get some of our troops moving. It's going to take a little bit. I've got most of them strategically redeploying. I've got a lot of my planes coming through, but I'm also going to be taking a big look at some of these air battles here because I know that the UK is bringing a lot of air forces in here. So I've got, I think, most of them set up as far as my interceptors go. This guy's just reorganizing. Fighter bombers can help this. I'm going to do intercept within my own country. I was doing superiority, but this guy too. Because I think there's going to be a huge air battle here. If you look right now, we do have higher numbers, but they're bringing in some pretty crazy fighter groups right now. And they're trying to take some superiority over us. They're trying to take out some of our planes, so I really want to watch this. I have a bunch of planes based here. It's one of my big air bases. I'm going to intercept this. I want to take these guys out right now. Paderborn. Air intercept. It's something we can watch while we're waiting for our troops to kind of come back. I thought I told you what to do. Just keep it going here for a second. You as well. We'll see if they come in anywhere else. So here's another battle. We still have more planes in them, so we should win this one. I think I've turned on bombing too on my pop-ups, so I can see when they start bombing me, just to keep an eye on it. Where? Offenburg. So they are bombing here. That's just on our air wings. And this guy is a heavy trans. Why are they all down here? I'm up here. Okay, I need an interceptor here. Three. 14. Rebase to here. Where? Offenburg, same place. Okay, I might turn it off right away because it's going to be annoying, but I just want to take care of these bombings before they start getting any worse. Dusseldorf did get hit hard. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn these off. Oh, here. So it even shows you when they're bombing your subs. Alright, return these guys right away. And another reason we're taking France right away is because once you take France, now you can reposition your subs into Brest. So it's a pretty good base, and you're also, you don't have to go around the whole of UK with your subs every time you want to deploy them. Because if you start going through the channel here, it's just, you're just going to get torn up. So as soon as you can redeploy them to Brest, now you're just sitting here and poking off anything that comes into, you can cover this whole area here, and that's basically everything that comes into the UK. They're not getting any too much from over here. They're getting most of their stuff from these two North American powers over here, or at least the US. So it's another reason we want to take the France right away. Let's turn this off. I'll display it in the log. They are bombing us, our subs at least. And these guys are coming back. Hopefully don't lose any more. Okay, we lost, but we didn't lose any ships. So yeah, just moving everything forward. I've done a little bit in technology. I changed around some stuff. Actually, one thing that I have to change is instruction. I actually looked at his playthrough, and he doesn't researching these two as much. These ones aren't as advanced. The main part for researching these two is the supply throughput, which is huge. Airbase and seaports aren't as important, I'm guessing. Production, he uses police divisions, SD, they're called, in his Let's Play because he has revolts. I didn't choose revolts, but I'm going to make some garrison units, and these garrisons have a huge amount of defense. I wonder if I saved it. I didn't. I'm going to do 2 garrison. He can let me know if that's too much or whatever, but it's got a defense of 70. So I can put these in cities and ports that I want to protect a little bit. They might not hold back the forces to the extent where they're going to beat them, but at least they give me some time to bring other forces in to fight any invasion that happens. So I've got 10 of those in the queue. I've got some naval bases and air bases. I've got some mountain. Our subs are in our queue. I've got 2 sets of them. Convoys are for good reason. We want to have this a little bit of a surplus. Convoys are what's going to bring our supplies to different ports that to the territories that we start acquiring. Naval bases for different reasons. We've got bombers, more air bases, more transport ships, and that's probably all the transports I'm going to build for quite a while. I might keep 1 or 2 in the queue. This is a second run of subs. I've got these last 2 infantry divisions, and once those are done, I'm going to put 8 more in the queue. Once these 4 interceptors are done, I'm going to put 8 more in the queue. Heavy trans, we're going to start producing quite a bit of. We need about 42 by the time the Soviet war starts, Barbarossa. Infrastructure, this is all Poland infrastructure that we're building up. This guy will move up. This is just a artillery. I'm moving up to pack artillery for our mountain division. This is all infrastructure for our... What is this? I don't know. It's all infrastructure we're doing for Poland. I keep my supplies up, up, up. We got some pretty nice production going on. Keep the game moving here. This guy's out of supplies for some reason. We're moving our fort busters to the front. Actually, the HQ's here. And our fort busters are all coming through. I've repositioned the leaders to all have fortress buster in them. And we're going to attack the Maginot Line like he said, to give them experience. Moved up some of my Luftwaffe commands. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not, but check our subs out again. This guy needs to come home. It's almost better to, like, I mean, you can tease them a little bit with your subs, but it's almost better to kind of save most of your subs. Don't lose them before the war starts with France. Come on. When does it get there? Okay, he's there right now. Come home. How the rest are you doing? Fine, these guys are not doing good. Select those two. You can come back home. Make sure we don't lose any more. Yugoslavia and Hungary. Don't care. Do we have any more we can send out? I've almost got some done, so you see these ones with 2. So a sub got hit. I'm going to wait till my subs are done and introduce a new one to those 2s. Sometimes you can break them down and fill them up. But I'm just going to keep these going. Convoy raid. Convoy raid. Just a couple. Okay, now we're in November. See how our forces are doing here. They're still moving. I moved some of them slowly and some of them strategically, so I'm gonna have to see how this all works. First Army, we'll put the Second Army Corps here. First Army, 8th Army Corps here. Mountain divisions moving. I've got a lot of panzers coming to the second forefront here. These guys are semi-motorized and they're going to be moved up to the front. Okay, how are we doing here for our bombings? We'll see. Now we've repaired one at least. It needs to go back up to 10, but we've gotten one back. So we've taken care of their bombings and some of their air superiority tries, which is good. What's this guy doing here? Yeah, he's getting beat up. Just gonna leave him rebase for a bit. We might not get the 15th, it might be a little bit later, like the 25th. It's just not moving fast enough. I want to be prepared. And we are going to do pretty much historical combat against France. Now, historically, they started to engage the lowlands. And as they did that, a lot of the forces from here that were covering this line moved up into the lowlands. And even some of the Maginot forces moved up into the lowlands. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to engage the top at the same time as the center. And what the center did is it started to break through Luxembourg and some of Belgium here. And it raced for the coast. I don't know if they actually went down for the Maginot Line, but in his post he does that. So I'm going to race down here. If you look at all the troops they have down here, it's a really smart idea to cut this off. So you come down here and cut this off. So you just want a line of troops here, basically stopping all of this stuff from traveling anywhere else in France. Belgium, the lowlands, fall slower than France actually does. So you take this, you cut off a lot of this stuff. That's historically where was that? Dunkirk? Here. That's where the Brits did that massive retreat from Dunkirk historically. So we're going to go for that. We're going to go for Paris, and then we're going to go south. And so we're putting the majority of our, basically all of Army Group B is going to be massing right here. And they're going to poke through, and you'll see how I do it. I just hope we get them there quick enough. We're not too far behind, so. Totenkopf, we're going to put him. I think I built the new SS Inspectorat. Just go here. Decision. I don't want this cavalry division. I don't think that they're useful. So now here we've started to so we sunk one transport and one escort. You guys are okay. You're going home. Good. How many we got here? Start messing around with them. We're not taking as many losses now. We lost that one group of subs, but since then it's been okay. And once we can redeploy in Brest here, we're going to be really good. Officers are going down. I want to get that up. I don't want to issue war bonds. I'm not that hard up right now. Revisit in 6 months. Cast pilot training. Where is that? $38. I'm going to stop him for now. Marine HQ, I'm going to stop. He actually didn't do these ones. In his save game, I saw that he didn't do any of these two, or none of these. He only did Armored HQ. So I'm actually going to stop those. He might have done Paralayer, but I'll have some time. I'll really want to get that cleaned up. There's a lot of red here, and I want to take out as much as I can. Education can go up. University, I think, is down here. No. These can go up. Other than that, though, the SSHQ I can stop. Keep going. Okay, now we got a lot of stuff here. Infantry, I am going to deploy another front here and attach them to the 7th Army. 2, 3. New corps. Call this the 40th. Attach you to the 7th Army. Nice. The corps can move back. Now they're bombing us again. Or at least they're fighting us. So we still have more planes covering this province, so we should be fine. Watch out for their Air Force. They're pretty powerful right now. Got all my bombers set up here. They're just getting organization again. There's probably too many sitting here. 72 units and you can only repair 20, so I'm going to take some of them out. Ones that aren't totally... And I'm going to rebase them somewhere that has decent air base. That'll be okay. And these two can go up here. I'll put these air wings back into my primary air fleets. He does this a little bit differently, but same idea. Medium bombers go to the primary bomb. Nice, lots of bombers. It's also good to wait into France first before those other countries, because I want to wait for my transports to complete. This will go into our last HQ, our Army Corps that we just built. November 5th, lots of stuff's moving up, so it's getting close. These guys can almost get strategically deployed. Speed it up. Speed it up. They actually have a new version of Black Ice coming out too. Second week in October, I think, is the newest one where they've done a lot of armor improvements. Actually, some new techs, I think, too. And then after that, they're actually going to create a 1933 start date, which is awesome. That's something I always wanted. So we'll look for that in the next, I guess, month or so. That's going to be on the next update, I think. But the new one's going to be 7.0, so it's going to be pretty much a new version. So watch out for that. I kind of want to get this Let's Play going so we can finish it near when that one releases. Maybe not start it till there's a hot fix or whatever. We're losing a few convoys. You can hear by the... But we got some creating. And... this interceptor, I'm just going to get him to cover this area here. He's covering that. How's this guy doing? He still needs organization and to rebuild. He's back to the major air base. Stop moving my planes around so much. Well, we got lots of bombers basically set on their front, which is good. How's my subs doing? This guy and this guy are not doing too good. We'll get them back home. Send out 2 more. Two's fine. We can send him out. Good. Let's do move everything forward. Some more metal. So we sunk a transport from Canada. Those should start to pop up really frequently right away. Still too many bombers here. 48 units. Let's take these two Munster. And these two to... There we go. Still have to reorganize, but we still got some time before we go to war. Going to take France pretty quickly here. We'll see how well we can do it. And the lowlands. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. I don't want to start the war mid-episode or late episode, so we're just going to get set up and then we will go from there. This guy's getting pretty hurt here. Oh, he's just reorganizing. This guy's doing good. I've stopped bombing us here. Radar is done. Good. Air search radar. I'll just leave it at the bottom of the queue. He didn't research these, but I will. Actually, what else can we do there? I'll leave it. Just capital ships I think we can do, but we don't need that now. Looks like our Air Force is doing pretty good now. They can control some stuff. Oh, this guy needs to rebase for a bit. Actually, we'll send him back to here. No order. We'll get this guy back on the back in the scheme of things. Get him working. So I wonder when I should start this. Let's start moving these guys back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just the core. It's being... oh, that's why. Actually, you can move back here. 5th Army, what do we got in here? One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's all I'm organizing here? Take the whole 4th Army. So we're going to move our armies back to here. Army back to here. Corps to here. And these corps to here. I like to keep them together. Okay, we'll do that. Start the time up again. I moved around some supporting divisions down here. So Army Group C is here supporting this Maginot line. Here's our fort busters. I think they're ready to go too. Yes, they are. So I wonder how he does it, if he does it all in one. I'll try it all in one province right now. And we can even do the HQ. So the HQ's got enough force to actually fight. And we'll try to get him to... Let's see what happens. So they're going to attack. And they shouldn't lose too many troops. They might lose, but they'll get that experience. And you can watch the experience here. It should go up. It might be better to use them in each different province, though, because I think it's only the first person that gets experience. And now they're bombing us there. Take a plane down. Air superiority. But I wonder who's gaining experience. This guy is. So the HQ is. So I think it's... Might be better to put them all on different fronts, because I don't think the other ones are gaining experience. No, they aren't. So we'll stop that. It's going to hurt us a bit. We're going to have to redeploy them and all that, but actually we'll redeploy strategically. Third, I'll go here. Remember, strategic for these guys, because they don't move quick. Strategic. And strategic. I'll leave that guy there. He can actually start fighting again. Oh, he's not ready. 100 hours. And how are these guys doing here? Why are you in my land? See, now they're... RAF's starting to pull some shit. They're putting lots of planes here. I'm getting a stacking penalty of 90%. They're only at 77. They're not going to be able to take me over. All these guys are going to win this. Yeah, we won that one. Right here you can see. Another transport we sunk. How's our ships doing? Subs? Good. None of them are hurting. We still got... Look at all these and just waiting to go to get some convoys. Convoy raid. Lots of multitasking, but it's worth it. You can build a navy or you can build a bunch of U-boats. And I'll tell you this much, I'd rather build a bunch of U-boats than a whole navy and all the stuff that entails. Okay. Sending out a few of them. Probably too many at once. I don't like to send more than one or two. I sent 3 there. Our officers are going back up, and I think we're going to end the episode right away here. I'm going to do a 25th of November start to the war. So I'm going to do a little bit of setup off camera here. And next episode we will see the fall of France and the lowlands. It'll be a little bit longer than this one. Sorry for the short episodes, but I just kind of wanted to get the game going again here and see some of where my troops are going, because I don't have the option off camera to see where they're going to go. But thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button if you like what you're watching. Subscribe if you like what you're watching. And we'll see you next time on the Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice Germany Let's Play. Talk to you later.